Hello students and welcome back to the online class. We are doing the project on the Tinkercad and we are learning the Arduino projects. Today we are going to learn the next project on the Tinkercad with the help of Arduino, and the main component we have today is the gas sensor that you can see, which has got 6 pins, 3 pins on the either side, and today we will see how to connect this with the circuit, how to program it, and how we can connect other components along with the gas sensor. So the project is, in general, the gas sensor will detect the level of the smoke or the gas in the atmosphere. Depending upon a particular level of the gas in the atmosphere, we can do something with the project. So a kind of security alarm we are going to make today. That is, the level of the gas is beyond range. In that case, let the LEDs show the signal. The buzzers will also produce the sound. And at the same time, something can be fixed with the motor so that rotation can also be taken place. So a kind of sprinkler we can take in place of the motor in the project. That will maybe spread the water if there is some fire in the room, and that is what we are going to consider. So let's quickly start with the circuit. And as we know, very first we always try to give +5 and ground on the breadboard. That will always help to connect lots of components on the breadboard. So it's not like we are going to connect all the components with the Arduino directly. And one more thing is, we are taking the a big breadboard. So here we should know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks are connected together. After 5, the next block must be connected so that the rest will also get connected. Now the entire first line is connected together. Same thing you do with the other one also. That is connected together. We do the same thing on the side. So that entire breadboard we can use. Okay. Moving to the next, we have plus this and minus this. So let's also connect this plus with the plus on the other side, so that we will not face any problem in the connection. And let's connect negative with the negative. Okay. We can also give different color so that you remember which is positive, which is negative. Okay, now in a gas sensor we have 6 pins: A1, H1, A2, then we have B1, H2 and B2. So very first we place it somewhere at the center of the breadboard, and after this, first of all you should know A1, H1 and A2 all will be connected with +5 volt. So just connect it with +5 volt. So without any wastage of time, just connect it. So this sensor that you see is also called MQ6 gas sensor, that you can search out to get more details about it. Okay. So these 3 are connected with +5. H2 will be directly connected with the ground. So just see which is the ground line in this one. So when you are doing the connection, must be clear with the circuit. And then we have B1 and B2. So B1 can, out of B1 and B2, any one will go to the ground along with the resistor of 10 kilo ohm, and other one will go to the one of the analog pin. So one with the B1 or B2, anyone, we can actually read the value of gas with the help of Arduino. So let's connect one of this with the A0. So B1 are connected, and this will be connected with the ground along with the resistor. So let me delete it first, and let me take one resistor of 10 kilo ohm that I have already selected, and this will finally go to the ground. So connect it to the ground. So our gas sensor is connected. Now we have 2 LEDs, one buzzer and DC motor. So let's first of all connect the LED, and remember that both the LEDs will be taking different colors that we see. And LED 1, cathode 1, and what we have, cathode is always to the ground with the help of one resistor also. So take one resistor and directly connect to the ground. So this is how circuit can be simplified. We can put the other side. So this is going to the ground, the cathode, but the value of resistor should be 220 ohm only, not kilowatt. Same thing you have to do with this also. The value of resistor should be 220 ohm. This is also 220, so it's already connected. Moving to the next, we have to connect the buzzer. Before buzzer, we have to connect both the LEDs with one of the digital pin of the Arduino. So let's take one of the LED with pin number 2 and another LED with pin number 3. So we'll remove the buzzer from there. So okay, and now so LEDs are connected with pin number 1 with pin number 2, 1 with pin number 3, and we'll see different color also. And now we have buzzer. Buzzer also had positive and negative. So positive will go to one of the digital pin. So let me select any one digital pin for that. Okay, so let's connect it with pin number 3. Pin number 4, and negative will go to the ground. So ground we have other side. And next thing is, we can also connect the motor with the same pin that we have taken for the buzzer, because both will work together. So in motor we have terminal 1 and terminal 2. Any one with can be connected with the Arduino digital pin, and another will go to the ground. So you can take this to the ground. So this buzzer and the DC motor are controlled by the same digital pin of the Arduino, that is pin number 4. So both will work together. That is the way we are going to program. And one LED will work with pin number 2, one LED will work with pin number 3, and gas sensor will be basically controlled with pin number A0. So that is all the circuit we have. Let's go for the program. So let's go for the programming, and I've already explained that what is to be done in the programming. Very first, let's take the pins and define the pins also. So very first we have to define the pin. So define one is your sensor. So let it be gas sensor. Give it A0, which you are connected. Then we have LED will give red color. LED R I'm writing. That will be with pin number 2, and I'll give another color to another LED. So let it be LED green or something. That is pin number 3. Okay, and then we have buzzer and motor together. So we can give anything. Now we know out of this components we are taking, only gas sensor is connected with A0, which is the input, because that will help the Arduino to get the value or to get the gas level from the atmosphere, and that will be recorded by the gas sensor with the help of Arduino. So Arduino will basically read the value from the sensor. So for the Arduino, this sensor is the input. So rest will be output. Pin mode. So only gas is basically your input, and rest will be output. So pin mode, our LED R is output, and then we can do the copy paste and just change the name. So here we have taken LED R and LED G, and another we have taken, that is buzz. Name we have given. But remember, buzzer and the DC motors both will be controlled by pin number 4 only. Both will work together. So name is just the name we have given, and also we want to see the value of the gas level on the screen. So we must use serial.begin 600. Okay. Now let's go for the programming. programming will be very first, that is give the command to the Arduino to read the value of the gas sensor or the value of the gas level from the sensor. So for that we can write down int gas value, that is analog read, because the gas sensor will give the values and different numbers, different values will be taken, and for that we must use the analog command here and read the value. So gas is connected with pin number A0, that is also given the name gas. So this is the first command given to the Arduino to read the value from the gas sensor. Now what do we want? We also want to display serial dot print the value of the sensor or the gas level. Okay, and what is to be printed here? That is the value which we have stored, gas V, and this should be printed after some interval. So let it be 1 second. Now let's give the condition. If the gas V is greater than something, let it be 500, then what should be done? So again, practically we have to see, we have to connect this gas sensor and we have to see if you produce the fire, then the smoke which is produced, what is the level of that smoke, and accordingly we can do the program. So I am taking a random value 500. If the level of the gas in the atmosphere is 500, more than 500, then a signal has to be given, that is in the form of LED and the sound and the motor also. So what we want, that is digital write. I want that red LED, that is LED R, should be blinking, and I'll let you know, blinking in the sense that this value should go high and low at some interval, and buzzer should remain high. Buzzer should also produce the sound, so the buzzer should be high here. Okay, and after interval of half second, what I want, that the red LED should go off and on. So for that, here so digital write, that is LED red should be low, and this should repeat again delay of 500. So meaning is very simple, that is if the gas level is more than 500, then LED red will be high and low, so it will start blinking, the red LED, and buzzer will remain on, and at the same time motor will also be on. One more thing is, I want another LED to be off here, so let it be off, that is digital write, that is LED green we have taken should not be working here, because that will show when the gas level is normal. So we'll go to the next part, else. Let's copy paste all things together and then we will get it. Okay, so if the value of the gas is less than 500, so I don't want this red LED to be on, so let it be off. Buzzer should also be off, I don't want this to be on, and LED green should remain high, so that in normal stage the green LED should be working. So I hope the program is understood and I've done also. Okay, so that is to be understood here. So that's all the programming we have, and now let's see the work of the circuit. If there be any error, so there is no error. So let's see very first. So once you click on the gas sensor, you will be able to see the smoke, and by changing the distance of the smoke, you will be able to get different values. So you can see this time the gas is very close to the sensor. So in this case, let's see what is the value shown, and then we'll see. So I hope the programming is understood to everyone. If you start the simulator, it's not reading the value because you can understand the circuit. Programming is not showing any error, so there is no problem with the programming. So must we have done some error in the circuit, and that is the advantage of the Tinkercad. We can find out the error, and then you can see we have connected both with the ground. So basically this is plus 5, and that should go to 5 volt. That was connected with the ground. So let's modify this. Now let's check. So you can see now on the screen, you can see the level of the gas, that is 487, and in this situation one of the LEDs on. So also let's give different color according to the programming. This LED should be green color. Okay. So let me show you. In this case your buzzer is off, your DC motor is also not working, red LED is also off. So let's click on the sensor and let's bring it very close. So now you can see so now you can see the level of the gas is less than 500, and according to the programming the only green LED should be glowing, others should be off. This is how we can make the project. We can use it in the real life. The gas sensor can be connected in a room, and if some fire will take place, then accordingly the buzzer can produce the sound, and LED can also blink. That can be fixed anywhere so that it can be visible to anyone, and accordingly someone see it. So that's all I want from the students. Think of the project based on the components we are learning on Tinkercad and come out with any innovative project. So that's all we have today. I hope you enjoyed the class. Take care.